Welcome back to the BNB Spoilers channel. Today, we're diving deep into the emotional roller coaster that unfolds on The Bold and the Beautiful for Thursday, May 15, 2025. Get ready for heart-wrenching revelations, tangled relationships, and unexpected turns as secrets come to light and characters grapple with life-altering decisions. In this extended exploration, we'll unpack the intense drama surrounding Hope, Liam, Steffi, Carter, Brooke, and Deacon, adding fresh perspectives and intricate details to the unfolding saga. A secret spilled, Hope's emotional breakdown. The episode kicks off with tension thick enough to cut with a knife. Steffi, ever the protective sister, issues a stern caution to Hope, imploring her to keep silent about the devastating news of Liam's brain tumor. She fears that if Liam discovers Hope knows, it could shatter the fragile balance he's trying to maintain. But secrets have a way of unraveling, especially when emotions run high. The moment Liam steps into the room, Hope's carefully constructed facade crumbles like a house of cards. Her eyes, brimming with unshed tears, betray her inner turmoil as she stammers through excuses, claiming she's simply overwhelmed by how much she's missed him. Yet, her trembling voice and the raw pain in her poignant words reveal the truth she knows about his terminal condition. Liam, initially caught off guard by Hope's emotional outpouring, soon pieces together the puzzle. The weight of his secret lifts as he realizes he no longer has to bear the burden of breaking the news. Relief washes over him, mingled with a profound sadness. He gazes at Hope, grateful for her unwavering support, yet his heart aches at the thought of leaving her and their daughters behind. This moment is not just a revelation but a poignant reminder of the deep bond they share, a connection that time cruelly threatens to sever. Liam's heartache, a father's fear as the reality of his limited time sinks in. Liam's thoughts turn to Beth and Kelly, the lights of his life. He wrestles with an unimaginable pain. How does a father prepare to say goodbye to his children? The scenes are laden with unspoken grief as Liam reflects on the milestones he'll miss: Beth's first day of school, Kelly's laughter during family vacations, and the countless bedtime stories he'll never read. His love for his daughters is a fierce, protective force, and the idea of them growing up without him gnaws at his soul. He wonders aloud to Hope how he'll find the courage to let go, his voice cracking with vulnerability. Hope, equally shattered, clings to every moment they have left. She's determined to create lasting memories, filling their days with love and laughter to counter the shadow looming over them. Her resolve is both heartbreaking and inspiring. She wants to be Liam's rock, even as her own heart fractures under the strain. Their shared pain draws them closer, rekindling a tenderness that speaks of a love that transcends circumstance. Yet, in the back of her mind, the complexity of her other relationships begins to surface, adding another layer of conflict to her already tumultuous emotions. Carter's patience tested, a man on the sidelines. Meanwhile, Carter finds himself in a precarious position, watching from the sidelines as Hope navigates this personal crisis. His feelings for her remain steadfast, but he's painfully aware that he's not at the forefront of her thoughts right now. In a quiet, intimate moment, Hope invites Carter over, her voice soft as she admits she's missed him. It's a small gesture, but for Carter, it's a lifeline, a flicker of hope in the uncertainty. She asks for time, and Carter, ever the gentleman, promises to wait as long as it takes. His words are laced with a quiet determination. He's committed to proving he'll never betray her trust again. This exchange reveals Carter's depth of character. He's not just a man in love but someone willing to put Hope's needs above his own desires. However, the waiting game is far from easy. Doubts creep into his mind late at night. Will Hope ever fully return to him, or is their connection destined to remain a bittersweet memory? His internal struggle adds a nuanced dimension to his character, showcasing a blend of patience and quiet longing that resonates with anyone who's ever loved from a distance. Deacon and Brooke, conflicting opinions on Hope's future. The drama extends beyond Hope and Carter, pulling in the perspectives of those closest to her. Deacon, protective as ever, harbors serious reservations about Carter as a match for his daughter. He sees Carter's past missteps and wonders if he's truly capable of giving Hope the stability she deserves, especially during such a fragile time. Deacon's gruff exterior hides a father's fierce loyalty, and he can't help but question whether Carter's promises are empty or genuine. In a heated conversation at Il Giardino, he voices his concerns to a trusted friend, worrying aloud that Hope might be setting herself up for more heartbreak. Brooke, on the other hand, emerges as Carter's unexpected champion. Her own history of fighting for love against all odds gives her a unique empathy for Carter's plight. She sees the sincerity in his eyes when he confides how deeply he yearns to win Hope back. In a heartfelt scene at the Forrester mansion, Brooke offers him words of encouragement, urging him not to give up on the woman he loves. Her advice is tinged with personal experience. She recalls her own tumultuous journey with Ridge, a reminder that true love often requires tenacity and sacrifice. Brooke's support isn't just about Carter, it's about her belief in second chances and the healing power of love, something she hopes her daughter will embrace. A destiny in question: is Carter Hope's true match? As the episode unfolds, a lingering question hangs in the air. Is Carter truly Hope's destined partner, or is fate preparing to introduce someone new into her life? While Brooke and Carter share a moment of mutual understanding, there's a subtle undercurrent of uncertainty. Perhaps there's a new character on the horizon, a charismatic designer joining Forrester Creations, whose instant chemistry with Hope could complicate matters further. This potential twist, while speculative, mirrors the unpredictable nature of life in Los Angeles's most dramatic circles. It suggests that Hope's heart might still have chapters unwritten, even as she stands at this emotional crossroads. Carter, for his part, remains unaware of any looming competition. His focus is singular: rebuilding trust with Hope and proving his worth. Yet, the audience can't help but wonder if his steadfast devotion will be enough to anchor Hope amidst the storm of Liam's illness and her own conflicted feelings. Next, we're delving into the swirling drama and intriguing career updates surrounding Lisa Yamada and her beloved character, Luna, on The Bold and the Beautiful. With new roles on the horizon and complex family dynamics at play in Los Angeles, there's much to unpack. Join us as we explore Luna's tumultuous journey, Yamada's exciting new project, and the potential paths that could redefine Luna's future in the soap opera world. Buckle up for an extended dive into heartbreak, ambition, and speculation, with fresh details and creative twists woven into every segment. Luna's family turmoil, a daughter's desperate quest. At the heart of Luna's recent storyline lies a deeply personal struggle, a quest to connect with her biological father, Finn. The shocking revelation that Finn is her dad has ignited a fierce longing in Luna to build the father-daughter bond she's been denied for so long. She dreams of shared laughs over coffee at Il Giardino, late-night conversations about life, and even simple moments like strolling through a Los Angeles park while catching up on lost years. However, a formidable barrier stands in her way: Steffi. Luna suspects that Steffi, protective of her family unit, is deliberately creating distance between them. Whether it's subtle discouragement or outright interference, perhaps intercepting Luna's calls or steering Finn away from potential meetups, Luna feels increasingly sidelined. This growing frustration paints a portrait of a young woman yearning for acceptance, yet constantly rebuffed by forces beyond her control. The emotional stakes couldn't be higher for Luna. Every failed attempt to reach Finn chips away at her hope, leaving her to question whether she'll ever find her place in his life. Could this persistent rejection push her to a breaking point? There's a whispering thought in her mind, fueled by sleepless nights: that maybe leaving Los Angeles altogether might be the only way to escape the pain of unrequited familial love. The city, once a place of opportunity, now feels like a gilded cage trapping her in endless disappointment. Finn's cold shoulder, a father's reluctance. Compounding Luna's heartache is Finn's apparent unwillingness to embrace his role as her father. His demeanor, often distant and unyielding, sends a clear message that he's not ready or perhaps not interested in forging a connection. Scenes at the hospital, where Finn brushes off Luna's tentative attempts at conversation with clipped responses, reveal a man wrestling with his own demons, possibly guilt or fear of disrupting his established life with Steffi. This rejection isn't just a personal slight, it's a devastating blow to Luna's sense of identity. She wonders if she's simply not worth knowing, a thought that haunts her as she gazes at old family photos, imagining what could have been. Finn's coldness introduces a darker possibility for Luna's arc. If she feels utterly abandoned, might she sever ties with everyone, including her enigmatic grandmother, Sheila? Sheila, with her own checkered past, has been a complex but grounding presence for Luna. Yet, if Luna's despair deepens, even that bond could fray. There's also a chilling undercurrent of risk. Rumors swirl that Luna's emotional volatility might lead her down a dangerous path, perhaps even back to jail if past mistakes resurface or new conflicts erupt. The specter of imprisonment looms as a dramatic plot twist, one that could force Luna to confront her choices in a stark, unforgiving light. Bill's potential power play, a new threat emerges. Adding another layer of tension to Luna's world is the unpredictable influence of Bill Spencer. While Bill initially appeared supportive, there's a growing sense that his loyalties might shift, especially given his renewed desire to strengthen ties with Liam during Liam's heartbreaking health crisis. Bill, with his vast wealth and ironclad influence, could decide to wield his power against Luna if he perceives her as a threat to his family's stability. Imagine a tense confrontation at the Spencer estate, where Bill, with a steely gaze, warns Luna to stay away, hinting at legal repercussions if she doesn't comply. He might even dig into her past, unearthing old secrets to justify locking her away, all under the guise of protecting his son's final days. This potential betrayal by Bill introduces a gripping narrative thread. Luna, already battered by rejection, would face yet another titan in her battle for belonging. The idea of Bill using his resources to orchestrate her downfall, perhaps hiring private investigators or leveraging legal loopholes, paints him as a formidable adversary. It's a stark reminder of the high stakes in the world of the bold and the beautiful, where power and emotion collide with devastating consequences. Will Luna find a way to stand her ground, or will Bill's machinations push her out of Los Angeles for good? Lisa Yamada's starry new venture, Balancing Two Worlds. Amidst Luna's on-screen drama, real-world excitement surrounds Lisa Yamada as she secures a coveted role in the Legally Blonde prequel series, Elle, streaming on Prime Video. Yamada steps into the shoes of Amber, a chic Bel Air high schooler and close confidant within Elle Wood's vibrant social circle. Amber is described as witty, ambitious, and fiercely loyal, offering Yamada a chance to showcase her versatility beyond the intense emotional palette of Luna. Set against the backdrop of 90s nostalgia, the series promises to captivate fans of the iconic comedy with its blend of humor and heart, and Yamada's casting has already sparked buzz among viewers eager to see her shine in a lighter, sassier role. This career milestone raises inevitable questions about Luna's future on The Bold and the Beautiful. Thankfully, insiders suggest that Yamada's recurring role in Elle is designed to avoid scheduling clashes with her soap opera commitments. Filming locations for Elle in sunny California could even allow her to shuttle between sets with relative ease, ensuring Luna remains a fixture in Los Angeles for now. Fans have rallied behind Yamada, flooding social media with messages of encouragement and excitement. They're thrilled to witness her career ascent, Yet many are equally invested in Luna's story, hoping this dual commitment means more screen time rather than an exit. Could this balancing act inspire a storyline where Luna herself explores new ambitions, perhaps in fashion or media, mirroring Yamada's own trajectory? The road ahead for Luna, will family prevail? As we look to the future, Luna's path remains shrouded in uncertainty. Will Finn's heart eventually soften, allowing for a tentative reconciliation over a shared family dinner or a heartfelt hospital encounter? Or will this reluctance cement Luna's decision to leave, perhaps boarding a plane to a distant city like New York, seeking a fresh start far from the ghost of rejection? There's also the wild card of Sheila. Might her unpredictable nature lead to a scheme that forcibly brings Luna and Finn together, or will it backfire, driving a deeper wedge? And let's not forget the looming shadow of Bill's influence, which could either crush Luna's spirit or galvanize her to fight harder for her place in this tangled family web. Next, we're diving into the electrifying drama that's unfolding on The Bold and the Beautiful, where emotions are running high, secrets are spilling over, and relationships are teetering on the edge. From Steffi's unsettling encounter in her own home to Hope's heart-wrenching reunion with Liam, and Luna's determined quest for familial connection, there's no shortage of tension in Los Angeles. Join us for an in-depth exploration of these gripping storylines, enriched with imaginative details and fresh perspectives, as we uncover what's next for our favorite characters in this extended feature. Steffi's unnerving intrusion, a home no longer safe. The episode opens with a jarring moment for Steffi, as an unexpected presence in her home sends her world spinning. Luna, with her unannounced arrival at the Forrester residence, disrupts the sanctuary Steffi has so carefully built. The air grows thick with unease as Steffi, caught off guard while sipping her morning coffee in the sunlit kitchen, feels a primal instinct of protectiveness over her space and family. The once inviting living room, adorned with family portraits and soft throw pillows, suddenly feels like a battlefield. Luna's mere presence is a breach of boundaries, stirring a storm of suspicion and fear in Steffi's heart. Is this a harmless visit, or does Luna harbor ulterior motives beneath her calm exterior? Steffi's discomfort is palpable as she confronts Luna, her voice sharp with a mix of irritation and wariness. She questions why Luna would show up without warning, her mind racing through past conflicts and the lingering distrust from Luna's complicated history. This intrusion isn't just a momentary lapse, it's a crack in Steffi's sense of security, leaving her to wonder if her home will ever feel truly safe again. As Luna offers a quick explanation, Steffi remains on edge, her fingers tightening around the edge of the countertop, a silent signal of her readiness to defend her territory at all costs. Luna's plea for connection, a daughter's heartache. Luna's purpose for barging into Steffi's domain becomes clear swiftly. She's on a mission to forge a bond with Finn, her biological father. With earnest eyes and a trembling voice, she pours her heart out to him in a quiet corner of the house, away from Steffi's piercing gaze. She speaks of the years lost, the longing to know the man who gave her life, envisioning shared moments like attending a local art gallery opening or simply sitting on a pier watching the sunset over the Pacific. Luna's desperation to be seen and accepted by Finn is raw and unfiltered, each word laced with a hope that he might feel the same pull toward her. Yet, Finn's response is a cold splash of reality. His face, usually warm with compassion, hardens as he gently but firmly rebuffs her outreach. Perhaps he's torn by loyalty to Steffi or overwhelmed by the complexity of embracing a daughter from a past chapter, but his refusal cuts deep. Luna, fighting back tears, reassures Steffi that her visit was brief, a mere attempt to speak with Finn, before retreating with a heavy heart. As she steps out into the bustling Los Angeles morning, her resolve flickers. Will she keep fighting for Finn's affection, or might this rejection push her to abandon the city and her dreams of family altogether? Hope's emotional revival, rekindling old flames. Meanwhile, across town, Hope is grappling with a tidal wave of emotions after a devastating revelation. Having learned from Steffi about Liam's terminal condition, her heart aches with unspoken regrets and buried love. She seeks him out at his quaint beachside cottage, the salty breeze mingling with the weight of their shared history. Standing on the weathered porch, surrounded by potted plants they once picked out together, Hope's feelings surge like the nearby ocean waves. Memories flood back, late night talks under starry skies, the laughter of their children echoing through happier times, and even the bitter fights that tore them apart. In a moment of vulnerability, Hope opens her soul to Liam, her voice breaking as she apologizes for past hurts, for moments of selfishness or misunderstanding that scarred their bond. She longs to turn back time, to offer him comfort in his darkest hour. However, Liam, ever selfless despite his pain, urges her to find happiness with Carter. He paints a picture of stability and devotion with Carter, insisting that he's the man who can give her the future Liam no longer can. Yet, Hope's eyes betray her true desire. She believes she could be the one to bring light back into Liam's fading days, to rekindle a warmth they both crave. This poignant exchange leaves viewers wondering, could a reunion be on the horizon, or will duty and reality keep them apart? Luna's glimmer of hope, sharing with Sheila. Despite Finn's rejection, Luna finds a sliver of optimism in her encounter and heads to Il Giardino to debrief with Sheila, her enigmatic grandmother. Over a steaming cappuccino at a corner table, surrounded by the clink of dishes and murmurs of other patrons, Luna recounts every detail of her meeting with Finn. She describes the flicker of hesitation in his eyes, interpreting it as a buried desire to connect, and her frustration spills over when she recalls Steffi's interruption. Luna's resentment towards Steffi burns bright. She mutters a biting insult under her breath, recalling how Steffi once had her locked away, branding her as a threat. Luna's conviction grows as she speaks to Sheila, her mind racing with theories. She's certain Steffi is the puppet master, manipulating Finn into keeping his distance, brainwashing him against forming a relationship with his own daughter. Sheila listens intently, her own sly smirk suggesting she might have a scheme or two up her sleeve to help Luna.